The first video of this series did extremely well, and I just want to say thank you for all the support. Now, moving on what this video is really about. Hyouka is a slice-of-life mystery high school anime released in 2012. I was literally a kid when this came out. For anyone who needs a quick summary so we're all on the same page, Hatsuru Oriki is a low-energy student who prefers to conserve as much energy as possible. However, he's complied to join the Classic Literature Club, where he meets the endlessly curious Iru Chitanda. Together with their friends Satoshi and Ibara, they solve everyday low-stakes mysteries around their school. Through these small investigations, Oriki slowly begins to grow as a person, and the bonds between the group deepen over time. Every time I watch this underrated masterpiece, I'm always in awe of the animation, and honestly it's no surprise because it's the same people that animated the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya Kotyo animation, which we've actually talked about previously on this channel. The original story was written by the brilliant mind of Hanabu Yonizawa, and the music was composed by Kohei Tanaka, like Gundam Tanaka from Danganronpa. We'll talk about more about the music later because it plays a really important role in the atmosphere of the show. But enough with the preamble. One of my favorite episodes that I want to discuss today is episode 3's The Descendants of the Classic Literature Club and Its Circumstances. Yes, it is an extremely long title, but it actually tells you what the episode is about. So, how does that title fit the story? Let's find out. At the start of the episode, we see Oriki and Chitanda are bona fide power couple. Well, not quite yet. Sitting together in a cafe during the early part of their day weekend. Chitanda begins explaining a mystery from her childhood about her uncle, something she never fully understood. Editing Jazari here. Due to copyright, I'm going to exposit what Chitanda basically said. When Chitanda was a little girl, her uncle Jun Sekintani would answer any of her questions. Somewhere along the way, Chitanda learned her uncle was in the Classic Lit Club, and that's when why she got interested into the club. One day, Chitanda asked her uncle about the Classic Lit Club, but her uncle fell silent. It didn't answer her question. Years later, Chitanda started thinking about what happened in middle school. She started to question why he reacted like that, and that's why she asked Oriki to help her out in high school. I hope I'm giving this anime justice, but copyright does not want to help me, so. Eventually, she asks the central question of this episode. As their conversation continues, she asks Oriki for help with this very personal mystery. At first, Oriki is reluctant, staying true to his energy-saving philosophy, but in his own quiet way, he decides to help her out. Later in the episode, there's a short midterm exam time skip. Once exams are over, Oriki receives a message from his sister Tomoe. She used to be a part of the literature club and is actually the reason why Oriki joined the club in the first place. In her message, she tells him where the club's old anthologies might be stored, something that could help with the anthology of the current club they're trying to create. Hey, editing Jazari here, and because of copyright again, I'm just going to say what happens. Oriki reads a note from his sister Tomoe, and she tells him about the old anthologies, which they wanted to make a new anthology for the cultural festival. But anyways, she tells him where is the old anthologies, and they're apparently in a chemical locker. So Oriki goes and searches for them. And by the way, an anthology is basically a collection of literary works, poems, essays, plays, and things like that. The club is making one for the upcoming Kayama Cultural Festival at their school. Oriki begins searching for the chemical storage locker where the old anthologies are supposed to be kept. As he searches, he also starts noticing small clues that might become important later. Soon, Shatanda, Ebura, and Oriki come face to face with the president of the Wall News Club outside their club room. They ask permission to search the room for the missing anthologies. Eventually, he gives in and allows them inside, pushing further and further until they finally leave the room. Shortly afterward, the group heads back to their club room, where Ebura asks Oriki to explain his deduction.
The chemical locker had to be hidden under that makeshift table. My guess is that Togaito kept his cigarettes and lighter in there too. So when I suggested we come back and search the room with an advisor, he panicked and flipped out on us.
Finally, Shatanda and Oriki read the anthology that Shatanda's uncle once contributed to. And this is where we get one of the most thought-provoking narrations in the entire series.
He's gone from being a hero to being a legend. The struggles that were endured, the sacrifices that were made, even his smile, all are fading now. And perhaps it is for the best. Perhaps they should be forgotten. After all, it was in no way a heroic tale. Details blur, facts fade away. The passage of time polishes the story's rough edges. Bit by bit, the truth will be eroded until the tale is just another dusty classic. October 13th, 1968. Yoko Koriyama.
Passage of time polishes the story's rough edges. Bit by bit, the truth will be eroded until the tale is just another dusty classic. This poetic paragraph reflects on something many people can recognize in their own lives. There are memories from your past that you may recall vividly now, moments that once felt bright and important, but as the years move forward and the past grows more distant, the details begin to blur, like a light bulb slowly dimming. The line, "The passage of time polishes the story's rough edges. Bit by bit, the truth will be eroded," suggests how memory softens. It could describe a moment you shared with your friends or family that seemed joyful on the surface, yet beneath that moment you may have been struggling with low self-esteem or heavy emotions. As time passes and you look back, the emotions, hidden feelings slowly fade away. What remains is a smoother, quieter memory, gentler than what it truly was in that moment. But maybe that's why time really is a psychological construct shaped by our own minds. For people who are currently in school or those have already graduated, eventually all of us will look back on the influential period of our lives, and with time, those experiences, those struggles, and those memories slowly transform of our youth until those stories become just another dusty classic. This is DefCast Xbox. Thank you for watching. If you also enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and leaving a like and commenting down below. Check out my Instagram, DefCast Insta, for more thought-provoking content. I just wanted to say that this series got pretty popular, especially with the first one, so I'm probably gonna post more videos. Alright, so please be tuned for that. And I think something a little bit newer is gonna be coming on the horizon soon. A rebrand of sorts. I'm not gonna spoil it. Alright, bye.